Hi, this is Shiva. Welcome to fourth Android tutorial. In previous example, we saw how to create a basic layout of the calculator. Okay, so these are the components we have created in the previously. So, in previous example, we have created two text input, that is to edit text, and one result for displaying the result thing. Okay, and then we have added four buttons. Okay, so each button will perform the mathematical operation. Okay, so in this tutorial we're going to add a listener for each of the button to perform the operation. So let me switch into the mxml view. So here we have created the ID for each of the components so that I can access this component from my Java class. So in Android, right, so there'll be many activities over there. Okay, so here in this example have created only one activity, so that activity will perform the calculator thing. So let me open up my main.java class. Okay, in this have only one activity. So here have on create method. So this is my first method. So this is coming from the activity class. Okay, this is the initial stage of the Android life cycle, and you will get the bundle as a parameter here. Just forward that bundle to the superclass of your activity. Okay, and then you have to use set content view so that your XML, that is your view component, will get visible here for this activity. Okay, so we just go ahead and then add or means your resource, and then layout, and then your main. This is basically your main dot main.xml reference. This is actually the view reference. Okay, so that you will get this kind of output in your Android. Okay, so here we go. So here we'll start by declaring um, the component, like, so here from here we need to access the text input, right? So we just go ahead and declare edit text, just give some name like first val, okay, and then second value, right, and then uh, just declare text view. This is basically to displaying the result, uh, and then type button. So here what we're going to do is we're going to declare for addition, subtraction, multiplication, division. So those for those component we need to add a listener. Okay, it's basically a click listener. So let's give add button, subtraction button, and then multiplication btn, and then division. Okay, and then so now we have four, that is four button we have declared, right? So what we need to do here is we need to access this uh, button from our XML, that is our from our main.xml. So where we have declared, yeah, here we have declared, right? You just take this button, okay, and then from here the next line of this, okay, just look up that button. Add button dot, sorry, here just equal to um, button, just typecast button, and then find view by id. Okay, and then here we need to give the id. So in order to get the id, just type in or, this is basically your resource, or dot layout, that is coming from our layout. Actually the layout is a main, actually. See, here we need to access the id, right, so that you can get the look of the instance of the button. So just id, and then what is the id? Add button, right? So just choose add button. Okay, so here this line will return the instance of the button. Similarly for the subtraction and division and multiplication thing. Okay, so let me copy and paste, and then change the attribute name here, subtraction, multiplication, and then division, right? So after that, just associate for each of the attribute, basically multiplication and then division. Okay, so now we have created all, I mean now we have instance of all the buttons. So next we shall uh, take the instance of the input, that is edit text. So that is also very so simple, like just type in first val equal to edit text, and then similarly find, so this is coming from the view, right? So just find view by id. Here you have to look up through our resources, or dot id dot edit text 1. Okay, similarly for the second input, just change the attribute, second value, similarly edit text 2. Fine, and then we need to look up result one. This is text view, right? This is just a view only field, so that I used text view. Find view by id, or dot id dot um, result text. So now we have the instance for all the component, and so what we need to do is just add a listener for the button. Basically that is click listener. When you click a particular button, we need to add a two text value, and then those value, those result, right, those result we need to display in uh, text view. So for that we need to uh, listen, we need to uh, make listen to the add button component. Okay, for each of the component, this button should listen for the click event. Okay, just copy and then paste here, and then uh, type in set on click listener. Okay, here basically that events comes from the view, right? So just type in new, uh, and then view. Okay, view on click. Okay, I think there's some problem with that. Okay, so view dot on click. Okay, so now we got it. Not okay, fine, got it. Got there. Actually, see here, new view, right? View dot on click. Okay, so basically this listening from the view part, right? So just type in new view of on click listener. So here the Eclipse will help us to add a method. So this is for the button, that this is the default function. Okay, so now here we can add our action things. Okay, so for this calculator we are going to add two values, and then we're going to display the result in the result in that text view part. So for that okay, so we shall create for the listener for the remaining component. Okay, so here I have added for the add button component. Similarly for the subtraction we'll add for the subtraction, and then multiplication and division. Okay, and then subtraction, sorry, multiplication and then subtraction. Okay, so we'll start from the add button. So here we have to capture the input from the text view, sorry, edit text, and then I mean these first two edit text. Okay, we should add these first two edit text, and then we have to display the result here. So that we will do uh, on click listener of your add button. Okay, so let me type in um, before that we will declare the big decimal here. Big decimal, um, you take um, first DEC and second, also type num, will be good, right? Just type in num. Okay, then um, just paste first num and then access um, new big decimal of your first value, which is your um, edit text. So we need to capture the value from the edit text, right? So just type in here edit text, that is first edit text id dot get text of get text dot to string. Okay, so now this line fetch the value from the first text input. Similarly we have to do for the second text input. Okay, and then change the value as second value. Okay, so this is the second value. So now we have captured the two values here, and then we need to display the result in result view, right? So just type in result is your text view component. Okay, just type in your id of it result, and then set text, and then you have to add the two values, first num plus second num. So once you have added, right, so you need to convert this as, we shall assign in one variable. What is the result? Big decimal of val is equal to, we shall add the two values here, but the thing is the big decimal we cannot add directly, so just type in first num dot add of the another big decimal value. Okay, and then it just set as a text here. What was this? Casting? Maybe this requires two string, yes? Yes, of course. Fine, I think we have added the two values, that is second name and first name. Okay, these two values you have added successfully during on click listen of your add button. So I just do the remaining things as your homework or whatever it is. Okay, so now we have created successfully for this add function of our calculator. So now we shall run this application, then we'll see in the emulator. Just right click and then run as a Android application. So we shall type in the value 1 2 and then 3 4, and see here. Now we can see the result of your calculator. And uh, okay guys, thanks for watching my video, and please don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial.